the FGC in general, bro, it's crazy. Like it's not a miracle for that I've got, like succeeded in this stuff, but statistically it is. Because when I say that, bro, coming into the FGC, just seeing Knuckle Dude in person at final round at my first ever major in 2017 blew my fucking mind, because it's not like, oh, I was a super crazy Knuckle Dude fan per se, as much as he just won Capcom Cup. Now, mind you, how old am I? I'm young as hell. So even just, oh, this dude just won 250K a few months ago. Now I'm at my first major. I watched that and I see him on a big stage. These professional cameras that I'm not used to at the time. This esports jersey that I really don't know shit about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing all this stuff. So just standing next to Knuckle Dude, just going and taking a picture with Daigo. You know what I'm saying? Mike Ross was there. You know what I'm saying? Ironically, considering the stuff I ended up doing later in the scene. Shout out to Mike Ross. But you know what I mean? So there was so much smoke and mirrors that in the scene is not close to what the fuck I thought it was, or the success, the money, wow. Back in the day, and I even, bro, man, bro, we can talk today. I'm telling you, Brian, because, and then just a quick note real quick, because I want to hear your point on what I just said, but even at some point in my career, I had a posture syndrome to some degree, because my friends and family are seeing me on fucking television on TBS, and I'm getting messages from people from that hood I grew up in. Oh, I just saw you on commercial on TBS, XYZ. They see you posting professional pictures, and you with Red Bull this, and going to Red Bull Conquest, and all this. It looks like you doing more than what now I really am, praise God. You know what I'm saying? Closer to what they probably was thinking at the time. But at that time, you know what I mean? It looks better than what it is.
Yeah, the glamour is much bigger than the reality, which is interesting to hear that perspective from you, because I guess I kind of grew with the scene longer before then. So I did acknowledge that things were bigger, but I guess I also kind of saw how it really was. So that the lights and the cameras never really, like, I don't know, it didn't lure me in. But it's interesting that you said that, because you could argue that that's exactly what the whole goal of the Capcom Pro Tour is. It worked. It pulled, it pulled the wool over your eyes, right? Like, literally the dream. Like when people were talking about Capcom Pro Tour and the discussion and the language coming out of a lot of the employees at Capcom in 2015 leading into 2016 Street Fighter V was like, oh, anyone can be a champion. The Capcom Pro Tour, Street Fighter V, rise up, like, participate, become part of this thing, and you could potentially win. It sounds like it worked. Like, literally, you dropped out of college and said, I'm going all in on this. Well, and it actually worked. It got you into it.
I would say that's not how that happened. Like, I didn't drop out of college to pursue Street Fighter at all. I dropped out of college because I was reading self-help books and stuff, and I was like, okay, like, I literally, just to say a quick side, I remember in my last year of college, I'm reading The Richest Man in Babylon and shit, right? And like, I'm learning about, financial management and business and all this stuff. So I'm like, I remember I used to wear suits and shit to school sometimes during that year, bro. Like, it was to college, like, just for no reason or whatever. Like, I was going to go to corporate America. I went to like good business school. So I remember one day I got like my student loan refund check. I go over to a dry cleaner and offer the dude, this shit is so cringe in hindsight, bro. I go to the dry cleaner and I offer buddy $1,000 loan, $1,000 loan. And if he and like with a certain interest rate on like repayment or something, and I think it was on like, I ain't had no money, I ain't know no better, and I didn't know I ain't had no money, but I wanted to try to start some type of business. But I had that audacity to go and do that shit at like 18.
Are you a loan shark? I don't understand what is this business proposition?
Read something. I was like, bro, what can I do? I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try to do something like.
I think you're missing this step where you threaten to break their kneecaps after. Like, look, this is that's what the mob does, dude. That's the mob business model.